Good morning. I'm Kent Devereaux, president of Goucher College, and I'd like to welcome you all, the class of 2020 commencement ceremony. I'd like to invite everyone to please stand for our national anthem, led by members of the Goucher College Choir, and then please remain standing after the anthem for an opening invocation by Rabbi Josh Snyder.
Hi, I'm Rabbi Josh Snyder, Director of Goucher College Hillel. Class of 2020, welcome back, and welcome to this moment, your commencement from Goucher College. This day, as you gather with your loved ones at Goucher to celebrate your achievements, may you be blessed with joy. In the book of Psalms, Psalm 126 tells us, "They who sow in tears shall reap with songs of joy. Though they go along weeping, carrying the seed bag, they shall come back with songs of joy, carrying their sheaves." It's not a secret that we didn't get to do this last year, which I know led to sowing of some tears. But in your return to this place, your alma mater, to celebrate your commencement, together again, you are getting to experience something no other Goucher class has gotten to do. Your patience, your perseverance has borne fruit for each of you. You are turning a year older, a year wiser, a year of experience accompanying you as you stand once again with your class, ready to receive your diplomas as proud alumni and alumni of Goucher College. You already know what life after Goucher looks like, and yet here you are, because this place matters, because this experience helped shape who you are, and because you each should be immensely proud of what you have accomplished. So as we begin today, I wish to bless you with joy. Joy you so richly deserve, matured by patience to a fine wine, which I am pretty sure you are all fully legal to imbibe. May you and your loved ones here and those watching and cheering fully partake of the joy of your achievements, and may this day be a day for each of you to remember, truly enjoy. May you be blessed and kept from all harm. May you find goodness and grace on all the paths you face, and may your striving for purpose endow you with a sense of peace.
Thanks. So everyone can be seated, and since we are outdoors and 6 feet apart, everyone can take off their masks. So during the ceremony, if you need to move around, you might come to others, be respectful of their space, please wear a face covering, but if you're seated here, we're fine with everybody taking off their mask. So given the heat and everything else we've got, we want to make sure that it's as pleasant as possible for everyone. So good morning. As I said, I'm President Kent Devereaux, President of Goucher College. To our distinguished guest, Reverend Dr. Kibben, assembled faculty, staff, trustees, parents, friends, and family members, and most of all to the students of the Goucher class of 2020. Welcome to this year's much delayed but highly anticipated commencement ceremony. We are so glad you've come together here today to celebrate this event with us. So I want to first acknowledge, before we begin, the traditional custodians of the land on which we came together here today. We pay our respects to the elders, past, present, and emerging, for they hold the memories, the traditions, the culture, and the hopes of peoples around the world. We honor the elders of the Piscataway people, whose land was seized by a European colonist here in the 17th century. Also, the enslaved people who lived and worked on this land in the 18th and 19th centuries, the extent to which we're only now coming to fully understand, research, and comprehend. And land that Goucher College purchased and relocated its campus to in the early 20th century, and upon which we gather here today in the 21st century to celebrate this commencement. In fact, it was almost 100 years ago today, on May 21st, 1921, that the trustees of Goucher College signed the deeds to purchase the land that today has become our campus. Deeds of purchase that in 1921, and until struck down in court many years later, carried within them specific provisions prohibiting the land from ever being transferred or sold to Black, Jewish, or Asian Americans. So as we look around at the Goucher College community today, we recognize just how far we've come. Yet, as the events of this past year have all too vividly demonstrated, we also know how much work still lies ahead to ensure that the original vision of John Franklin Goucher and Mary Fisher to provide access to education to those who had long since denied education is fully realized. You are part of that tradition. Today is a most joyous occasion, a day when almost 200 Goucher undergraduate and graduate students will walk across this stage. Our graduates represent a diversity of perspectives and a range of life experiences. Almost a third of them will be the first in their families to graduate from college. One will be a proud Goucher Prison Education Partnership student who you will hear from shortly. Our graduates hail from over 30 different states and embody a variety of ambitions, dreams, and personal narratives. So today truly is an honor to commemorate the Goucher class of 2020. However, I would be remiss if we did not also recognize two other groups that made this day possible. So first, let me ask our graduates to join with me in thanking those family members, parents, legal guardians, grandparents, spouses, siblings, who have helped our graduates achieve their dream and obtain their degree. Those who supported them both emotionally and financially on their journey here today, and who understand the perseverance it took to get to this finish line, or should I say starting line, in the midst of this pandemic, no less. So class of 2020, would you please stand and give your families and all you support that supported you a big round of applause. So class of 2020, there's also another group we should recognize today who is very, very happy to see you once again. Those who made the time for you outside of class, made sure you understood the concept, or who met with you sometimes on evenings or weekends for advice, counsel, critique, or support you when you needed it most. I'm talking about those faculty members and staff who've been there with you every step of the way, who believed in you, and who are as proud of you today as you are in reaching this next step in your personal journey. In any other year, the faculty and staff would be seated here with you today. But this year is like no other. You know that better than anyone else. And so be sure to take the time to connect with them after today's ceremony. They've missed you, and they are very, very happy and proud to see you back on campus today. My fellow Gouchers, my fellow Goucher Gophers, If history is any indication, as Goucher College graduates, you will go on to do some amazing things. Some of you have done that already. This graduating class includes 4 students teaching in the Teach for America program, others who will no doubt pursue paths to become doctors, lawyers, engineers, inventors, actors, musicians, dancers, artists, also counselors, research scientists, social workers, public health experts, activists, organizers, politicians, and even perhaps a chaplain or two. And to those of you who are now wondering how you will ever pay off those student loans as the pandemic recedes and the economy starts to recover, you might be encouraged to hear that a recent Georgetown University study showed that an average return on a Goucher College education over a lifetime was close to $1 million. Clearly a smart investment and good preparation for what lies ahead. Because given the foundation that a broad liberal arts education provides, you will be well prepared to pursue multiple careers in your lifetime. That's right. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics tells us that the average American today will hold 11 jobs in their lifetime, with the average tenure of a job being 4.4 years. So if this year has taught us anything, it's that change is a constant, and Goucher grads are resilient change makers, well prepared to navigate this new world. And so, my fellow Gophers, class of 2020, pursue those dreams, take those chances, believe in yourself and in the support network you have around you. Your fellow Goucher students, the faculty, the staff, we are all rooting for you, and we are here for you to help you. We ask only that you please stay in touch and don't be a stranger. So let's get this commencement ceremony underway. It is my pleasure to introduce our 2020 student speaker, William Freeman. So William is a native of New York, but grew up in Baltimore. One wrong decision landed him in prison, where he spent 21 years of his life. There he developed a love for education, and in the fall of 2014, he enrolled into the Goucher Prison Education Partnership. In 2018, the Honorable Judge Charles Peters granted William's release, whereupon he transferred onto Goucher College's main campus to continue his studies, majoring in sociology and anthropology. And today, joining his class of 2020, he's receiving his Bachelor of Arts degree. So I had the pleasure of meeting William first not long after I arrived at Goucher College in the fall of 2019, when I sat down next to him and several other students in the Mary Fisher Dining Hall, partly because I was curious, who was that student with his textbook open studying over lunch so intently? So I would soon learn that that was not an infrequent occurrence with William, one of the most serious students I ever met. So today, William works with 2 criminal and racial justice organizations in Baltimore City, from Prison and Professional, and Redistributing Agency and Wealth, or the RAW Trust. And William is also beginning his graduate school this summer, pursuing a master's degree in public health at Johns Hopkins University, with a special focus on reducing gun violence in the city of Baltimore. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming William Freeman.
Thank you, Kent. Thank you for that announcement. My name is William G. Freeman III. I'm a 42-year-old father to a 23-year-old son. Many of you here listening today are young enough to be my children. I'm not a traditional Goucher College student for any number of reasons. However, as we celebrate our graduation a year later after a historic pandemic, it turns out the entire class of 2020 is not traditional either. Approximately 7 years ago, I began to pursue higher education through Goucher's Prison Education Partnership. GPEP is a division of Goucher College that provides men and women incarcerated at 2 Maryland prisons with the opportunity to pursue a quality education primarily funded through private donations. I remember the day the letter from GPEP slid under the prison cell door. It was like a paper airplane landing on a worn and tattered, off-traveled, gray and red speckled runway. It was an 8-foot by 10-foot matte gray concrete cage with names scratched into the paint followed by 2-digit numbers like 99, 94, and 2000. Later, I would scratch never again. I watched other GPEP students before me convert this same space meant to subdue a person's agency into a college dorm room. They converted boxes into writing desks, where they studied for hours while others milled around in the courtyard. They peeked out into the free world through steel chicken wire welded across cell windows and over barbed wire fences. Because the free world, a college community, invested in their lives, and in return, they envisioned the day when they would leave prison equipped with an education. Never again would they return. They received mail from Goucher College, which indicated that they were a people who mattered to someone. I remember receiving that letter from Goucher College and feeling validated because it meant that I had joined the ranks of a growing collective who offered themselves to an uncomfortable process as an exercise of their personal agency, to pursue higher education in an environment that is set up simply to control their movements. A collective that included scholars such as Stephanie Randall, Shantae Perry, both of whom graduated yesterday in the 2021 class, Braun Byers, Larissa Adams, Dante Small, Maurice Smith, and Mike McKinney, to name a few, all of whom have now completed their bachelor's as well. These BA graduates are accompanied on this journey by students who used Goucher College credits towards associate degrees, students who have leveraged some college into better work, support a family, and champion causes important to them, and 130 Goucher students enrolled through GPEP inside the prison today. Theirs was a journey not without loss. Rest in privilege, Kabir Woods and Terrence Young, AKA TJ. Prisons are not institutions tasked to rehabilitate society's outcasts. On the contrary, they are deserts where we do not offer education beyond limited access to GEDs, nor drug treatment, nor meaningful opportunity for physical and mental health care. We concentrate people, largely people of color, and largely people living in poverty, in prisons. People who have made bad choices, often among a heavily restricted set of choices. And then without offering resources, we ask those people to come home and be ready to do things differently. They are centers that warehouse an otherwise untapped pool of intelligence. And GPEP students, men and women, conspired with faculty staff from Goucher College, Harvard University, Morgan State University, Johns Hopkins, and other learning centers to rewrite an antiquated narrative about what it means to be incarcerated. Goucher College may not be perfect in its history, but they entered a world without a mandate or being coerced by federal dollars to do so. Using private funds, they too chose to defy social norms by leaving their comfort zones, immersing themselves as agents for change in an uncomfortable place. Just like the incarcerated men and women they now teach. Students of Goucher over the years have learned along the way to acknowledge, to show up, and to do the work in spite of a level of uncomfortability. Uncomfortability is a word I coined writing this speech. I define it as the agency to make a conscious decision to be uncomfortable for some good greater than oneself. It is the reality of passing through life's uncomfortable occurrences where one's will to succeed becomes bigger than our willingness to avoid the problem. Avoidance is not a sustainable solution for any problem. Think about Jesse Owens in the 1936 Berlin Games holding a clenched fist in the air, standing atop a podium after winning one of 4 gold medals under the piercing gaze of Adolf Hitler. Septima Clark, writing the Freedom School's curriculum, wherein she educated the people about a system that denied their personhood but required their civic engagement and their fight for their civil rights. They, like all of us in this process, sit here today as individuals, parts of a collective. Networking with people across race, ethnicities, and ideologies allows us to narrow our collective power to say, in the words of Barack Obama, yes, we can. Obama might have been quoted for the phrase, but imagine Harriet Tubman working with Quakers to free enslaved people. Many said, yes, we can, before America's 44th president. Jesse Owens, Septima Clark, Harriet Tubman, they all unite us as much as George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, and any one of the 164 black people killed by police in the first 8 months of the year of 2020. The graduating class of 2020 did not give up. Instead, we found reason to continue, reasons greater than ourselves. Our voices rang out, yes, we can, on Zoom meetings. We made the adjustments in the home stretch, and we set our eyes toward the finish line while the mantras that make America great again grew to a whisper. The coronavirus did not break us. Rather, it once again showed us to ourselves as a country, struggling to rewrite and work through tradition towards a dawning of a new day. Here, this 22nd day of May in the year of 2021, we gather. As we embark upon next steps post-undergrad, we can assure ourselves that we will experience uncomfortable situations again. But we do not have to experience them alone. We have formed quarantine bonds, wellness checks, and TikToks that give us reason to smile in the face of adversity. Tradition is antiquated now. We leave behind a usable blueprint for successive generations. They will become because we did. My pursuit for higher education, like the class of 2020, has not traveled a linear journey. Largely, I could not rely on Goucher College tradition or the experience of most graduates before me. On the contrary, we inherited a collective level of uncomfortability centered around not just a desire to succeed, but a willingness to affect change. What does it mean to earn a degree during a pandemic and walk a year later? It means that we're not a traditional graduating class. It means that we have rewritten tradition and galvanized the entire class in America's history that has yet to be studied. We are the graduating class of Goucher College 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, William. So today's Welch Center student speaker is Heidi Lucero. Born and raised near Long Beach, California, Heidi Lee Lucero is an indigenous anthropologist and a descendant of the Achaman and Mutsun Alumni tribes of California. She's an accomplished native artist and basket weaver, a teacher of traditional cultural knowledge, including the use of native foods to improve the health of native populations, and an activist fighting for the protection of sacred sites and the return of ancestors and sacred objects under the Native American Graves Protection and Repatriation Act. As a culture bearer for her Achaman tribe, she strives to keep her cultures alive through personal practice and education. She is currently running for chairwoman of her tribal council, where her goals are to foster inclusivity and nurture strong relationships within the community. Heidi is a lecturer in the American Indian Studies program at the California State University at Long Beach and received her Master's of Art in Cultural Sustainability here at Goucher College. Please join me in welcoming Heidi Lucero to the podium.
Thank you, President Devereaux. Miyuyam, notung Heidi Lucero yaka. Non ahasha maengowish, pi mutsun aloni. Non alaunengowish, topam engowish, pi gorom engowish. Nonesh kanum, yumaika wicham pom. Shushungalum, milwicham, noyo Patricia Dixon, ahaninik. No tutu, Pearl Morsi, ahani ninik. P, no peewee, Viviana Victoria Ricardis Oliveris, ahaninik. Pom milu ne mamayuk. No wuko, ahapi, Eva Pito. Hello, my name is Heidi Lucero. I am a Hashiman and Mutsun Aloni. I come from the villages of Alumni, Topam, and Goromo. I come from strong women, including my mother, Patricia Dixon, my grandmother, Pearl Morsi, and my great-grandmother, Viviana Victoria Ricardis Oliveris. It is their strength that has helped me get here today. I first found out about the Masters of Arts program in Cultural Sustainability, or the MAX program, from two friends who are also California Indian. One was currently in the program, and the other had already graduated. They were both involved in reviving cultural traditions in their native communities and thought I would be a perfect fit for the MAX program. They were exactly right. I came to the MAX program with a focus on reviving the traditions of my people. On my first day, as I introduced myself, I stated that I had previously been in tribal politics and quickly realized that politics was not my forte. I was more suited and found greater pleasure in the cultural aspects of my tribe, such as language, basket weaving, protecting our ancestors, sacred sites, and teaching these aspects to our children. What I didn't know at the time was the MAX program was preparing me to pursue the biggest cultural and political position of my life, and that is running for tribal chairwoman. Like I said, I had been in tribal politics before, and I was positive I was not going back. We will see in the coming months if I win the election. What I found out after being in the MAX program was that tribal culture and politics are intrinsically related, and there is no way I could do one without being involved in the other. No matter what it is, cultural tattooing, protecting sacred sites, language revitalization, indigenous food sovereignty, or any other aspect of my culture, there is inherently some political aspect to them. Creating cultural partnerships definitely takes a large amount of politicking. Thank you, Lisa, Selena, and Rob, for helping me understand how intertwined they really are. What the MAX program did was provide me with the tools to work in both areas, not just theoretical instruction, but actual hands-on work in the community. In fact, this is what they encourage and what is so great about the MAX program and distant learning. We as students can stay in our respective communities and do the work that is so important to us as individuals. During the program, we were personally asked to step outside of our comfort zones to better ourselves. And it was at this time that I can say that I did the most growing as a person. One of the specific times was during the leadership and self-development class with Amy and Tom as we were sailing on the Chesapeake. It was my turn to take the helm of this 41-foot sailing vessel, and I had no idea what I was doing. But I took the wheel and I had a blast while learning at the same time. Not just learning to sail, but learning to work as a team and learning the leadership skills that are so important to the work I'm doing now. And during the same class, when I was asked to hold the bow line of the boat in the pouring rain while the rest of the crew tied off the stern, and 20 minutes later, I was still holding my post at the bow line and happy to be doing so. Amy and Tom, I'm still waiting for our sailing reunion so we can go out and do it all over again. I will continue to be grateful to the Max faculty for all that I have learned, for their continued empowerment even after completing the program. I am beholden to Heather, Michael, and the late Harold Anderson for encouraging me to tell my very personal traditional tattoo story and to make it the topic of my capstone. It has taken me places I have never expected to go. And lastly, to my mother, who's in the audience, thank you for understanding that I'm stubborn and I have to do things my own way. And to all the graduates, Max students, or Max graduates, and Sho'onom Noneshkanum, all my relations, we did it.
Thank you, Heidi. I would now like to introduce someone who is very special to the college to introduce our commencement speaker. Cynthia Terry has been Goucher's chaplain and director of religious and spiritual life since 2005. She has supported our students of various religious traditions, particularly those where there are few resources in the surrounding community. And with student leaders, she has created Diwali, Eid, Samad celebrations, played holy on the Great Lawn, provided iftars for students fasting during Ramadan, and hosted a wedding fair displaying traditions from different religions and cultures. Cynthia has led student bereavement groups every semester, supporting dozens of students experiencing grief during college, and this will also be Cynthia's last year at Goucher College, I'm so sorry to say. So we are sorry to see her go, but so thankful for the impact that she has left upon our Goucher community, and we could think of no one better to introduce this year's commencement speaker than our own Cynthia Terry. Cynthia?
Such an amazing chaplain to get to introduce a chaplain. On January 3rd, 2021, Chaplain Margaret Grun Kibben was elected by the House and sworn in by Speaker Nancy Pelosi as the 61st chaplain of the United States House of Representatives. In her final active duty assignment in the Navy, Rear Admiral Kibben was the U.S. Navy's 26th Chief Chaplain, serving as the Director of Religious Ministry for the Department of the Navy, advising the Secretary of the Navy, the Chief of Naval Operations, the Commandant of the Marine Corps, and the Commandant of the Coast Guard on all matters pertaining to religion in their respective services. Okay, that's a lot. Prior to this assignment, Rear Admiral Kibben served as the 18th Chaplain of the Marine Corps and Deputy Chief of Chaplains. Born and raised in Warrenton, Pennsylvania, Chaplain Kibben's career spans both Navy and Marine Corps assignments, serving ashore, at sea, and abroad, with several deployments to the Mediterranean, as well as Norway, Turkey, and Afghanistan. Dr. McKibben is a graduate of Goucher College, class of 1982. She then went on to receive both her Master of Divinity and her Doctorate of Ministry from Princeton Theological Seminary, and she holds a master's degree in national security and strategic studies from the Naval War College. Chaplain Kibben is married to Lieutenant Colonel Timothy J. Kibben, U.S. Marine Corps retired, and resides in Alexandria, Virginia, with their daughter, Lindsay Elizabeth. Chaplain Kibben.
Well, good morning to all of you, and congratulations. Congratulations that after 4 years of challenges and difficulties, that the college has found yet another way to persecute you by sitting you out in the sun, a year after you should have processed in the first place. Well done. So as the year was ending, 2020, I had a brilliant idea that I was going to start a little business and I was going to make ball caps and t-shirts and mirrored sunglasses for the oncoming new year, all which would say, hindsight is 20/20. It was about time we put that crazy year behind us, and how better to indicate it than by saying, we're done, good riddance. Some couldn't get rid of 2020 soon enough. In my neighborhood, there were people putting Christmas decorations up well before Thanksgiving. I'm sorry, but that's just not right. Even at Walmart, you have to wait until Halloween is over. If we reflect on 2020, which many of us have done time and time again, we know in that past year, there was a pandemic of epic proportions. Racial tensions and related violence across the country, the likes of which we haven't seen since the 60s and 70s. Where names like Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd became symbols, indelibly etched in our memories of a country riven with hatred, discrimination, fear, and mistrust. And if that wasn't enough to be afraid of, there were murder hornets. Killer bees, the likes of which are only seen in zombie movies. Ah, but it really got personal when there were toilet paper shortages. Not to mention hand sanitizer and paper towels and any other cleaning product. Now, granted, in 2020, we did grow our national lexicon. We learned phrases like flatten the curve, social distancing, uncomfortability. There's a new month in the year, it's called Marpril. That period of 8 weeks that sort of all seem to blend together between February and May. Then there was Maskne. And now Corona means something more than an overpriced beer. And all of that took place just in the first 6 months of the year, your final semester. By the time graduation day came around, your world had turned upside down. Now, at the risk of making you hum that awesome song from Hamilton for the rest of our time together, and with apologies to the music historians among us, it is said that when the British were defeated at the Battle of Yorktown, having engaged in a year of combat and concomitant hardships, illnesses, and deaths, that the surrendering soldiers marched to lay down their arms, and the band played the 18th century version of a song of the same title, the world turned upside down. It's a profound commentary, to be sure. Life would never be the same in 1781, for either side, actually. For the world they once knew, it forever changed. If there's a theme song for 2020, I'm going with that one. But for all of you Hamilton fans out there and history buffs, Americans who are glad things turned out the way they did in that year 200 years ago, there's a compelling counter-refrain. From the ashes of battle emerged a new nation. After months, years of overwhelming challenges, bravery was redefined. They tended their wounded. They counted their dead. But when all the losses were tallied, the sum of the whole experience revealed a new and enriched spirit of purpose, meaning, and hope. In 2020, we have tended our wounded. We have counted our dead. But when all the losses have been tallied, the sum of our whole experience has revealed a new and enriched spirit of purpose, meaning, and hope. The world turned upside down. Now, let me switch gears on you for just a second. Don't lose me. But if you've ever spent time learning about forest fires, you all are boiling out there, so I'm thinking I can get pretty close on this image. By the way, that was another 2020 tragedy, was the Australian bushfires of 2019 that continued into the 2020. As devastating and destructive as forest fires are, there is something amazingly, and I would add miraculously, hopeful about them. There are certain trees, the giant sequoia being an example, whose pine cones are hard and thick with resin, which only melts in intense heat. Thus, only in the severest of fires are they released of their seeds. There are other fire-activated bush and flower seeds which lay dormant until chemical signals from smoke and charred plant matter break their dormancy. In other cases, because the canopy is now eradicated, roots from resprouting trees are now exposed, and they're given the opportunity to come back. Maybe you can see where I'm going with this. Before you dismiss 2020 with a hearty, "I am so over it," it may be helpful to consider your own pyrophytic resilience. That, by the way, is your 50-cent word for the day. You can say when you graduated, you learned the word pyrophytic. Think how new and perhaps newly exposed vocabulary has sprung up. Words like adaptable, unprecedented, Google Meets. But emerging from the loss of internships and annual events like what we used to have at Goucher's Spring Fling, or at least the amusing annual Old Gopher Parade, during which alumni and alumnae would expose themselves and their years and how well they have done. From that has come new and renewed pastimes. Virtual happy hours, drive-by birthday parties, drive-in movies, neighborhood graduation parties, family game night. You have demonstrated in the heat of frustration and disappointment and fear an amazing facility for creativity, which has been in the shadow of the canopy of the way things have always been done. Tradition, if you will. You have spread seeds of tech savvy all around you. Everything from getting your grandparents on FaceTime to making TikTok videos of the latest pandemic recipe or crazy dance challenges. More importantly, to producing attention-grabbing articles or podcasts, some of which on the Goucher Eye, some of which on restorative action, some so poignant that they direct themselves to what it is that this makes your world different. You've allowed to grow the things that are important in life, but which have laid dormant for some time. Camaraderie, family, friends, community. You've come back. Half of your class has come from across the country to come back to celebrate something that is so important to you, that is your achievement. And there have been ways that have inspired you to reach out to lost companions. You've led volunteering opportunities to help those in need. You've been building equity awareness in our communities and across our country. You've used your voice to give voice to other voices that deserve and need to be heard. As the world turned upside down, you have not thrown away your shot. So as you reflect on your graduation year, it's important to realize that hindsight is 20/20. You, maybe better even than most, can see clearly as you look back. You can see the evidence of seeds of faith that have opened, of hope that has been revealed, of new growth that is evolving because of the fires you have come through in the year from hell. I can say that, I'm a chaplain. But as a chaplain, may I also leave you with the scripture from the prophet Isaiah. Someone who sat in the midst of his own country's calamities, keenly aware of how God had carried them before and would uphold them in the years to come. Isaiah said, "When you pass through the waters, the Lord will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set you ablaze. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One, your Savior. You are precious and honored in my sight because I love you. To the class of 2020, may this ceremony, may these words, may your family, your friends, may the achievements you have accomplished in the last year, may all of these give you strength as you continue to take your shot and continue to turn the world upside down.
The awarding of the degrees will begin. All guests are asked to remain in their seats and to keep the aisles clear during the awarding of the degrees. Please welcome Dr. Elaine Meyer-Lee, Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost.
Good morning. President Devereaux, I have the honor to inform you that these candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for graduation, and in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, they are presented for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
By the authority of the state of Maryland, vested in the trustees of Goucher College, and by them delegated to me, I confer on all of you individually and collectively, as the class of 2020, the degree of Bachelor of Arts, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Will the recipients for the degree of Bachelors of Arts come forward to receive their diploma? Robel Endale Abza, cum laude. Cecile Emma Mary Adrian, cum laude. Skylar S. Akerson, summa cum laude, honors in psychology. Ashley Marie Alberts, magna cum laude. Benjamin Neil Anderson. Drew Anderson. Catharisa Apostle. Patricia Dodenko Arcelana, magna cum laude, honors in biochemistry. Parker Kahiapa Arekia. Katie Badinger, cum laude, honors in psychology. Royal Triana Marian Banks. Darby James Bauer, cum laude, honors in music. Mariana Becerra Mendez, magna cum laude, honors in women, gender, and sexuality studies. Maya Niara Belin. Justin Berger. Paige Alyssa Beverly, magna cum laude, honors in French. Emma Frances Bisbee, cum laude. Callie Jess Blayclock, magna cum laude, honors in English. Gabrielle Renaud Blazik. Chilan Balanas. Amanda Brooke Boone. Devon Mary Bosco, cum laude. Caitlin Bowes. Michael Alexander Bradley. Jillian Rose Bransfield. Lindsay Brewer, summa cum laude, honors in business management and honors in economics. Zoe Alexandra Brodsky, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. Sebastian Bronson Body, summa cum laude, honors in English. Elijah Ralph Brooks, cum laude, honors in philosophy. Sharifa Ruth Brooks Smith Lowe, summa cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Grace Robbins Byers, cum laude, honors in Spanish. Sydney Campbell. Sanaya Andrea Dina Campora. Ariel Canales. Shabria Arlena Canade. Bailey Carroll, cum laude, honors in English. Jessica Lee Castro, cum laude, honors in English. Katya S. Castro. Julianne Marie Chiretta. Michelle Lynn Scheifetz. Samantha Allison Chisholm. Madeline Avis Chisholm. Ogemdi Theo Chukwu. Megan Seco, magna cum laude, honors in English. Camilla Grace Civiello, magna cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Danielle Clapperton, magna cum laude, honors in art. Carly Klein. Mira Coffey. Beth Kogan, cum laude, honors in psychology. Brandon Keith Cohen, magna cum laude, honors in business management and honors in economics. Emily McKenna Conway. China Simone Crawford, cum laude. Jeanette Crowan, cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Adeline Daniels, summa cum laude, honors in French and honors in international relations. Noel Daniels. Rosalind Conmany Eleanor Gardner David, cum laude, honors in computer science. Devon Andrew Davis. Isabella Rose Davis, magna cum laude. Liv Dawson, cum laude. Helena Della Stukes. Aiden Gaetano DeRico, summa cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Ruth DeMeo, cum laude, honors in English. Nicholas DeOtto. Ruth Guadalupe Diaz Rivera, honors in Spanish. Shabray Dixon. Connor Dobson. Kayiri Daugherty James, cum laude. Liam Thomas Dorsey, magna cum laude, honors in communication. Elizabeth Peyton Daub. Megan Duchesney, summa cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Molly Patricia Eagleton. Jack A. Etherly. Deasia Ellis. Manny Antonio Espinal. Virginia Emma Catherine Estes, summa cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Opiemi Daniel Falai. Austin Pike Ferguson. Mohammed Fiaz, magna cum laude, honors in computer science. Rebecca Jean Fink, magna cum laude, honors in English. Alexis Noel Fisher, cum laude, honors in English. Xavier Blaise Flournoy. Arnell Fonlon, honors in philosophy. Claire Fraser, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. William Freeman III, cum laude. Samuel Lee Gaines, cum laude, honors in dance. Jacqueline Alex Gall, honors in American Studies. Anna Maria Galina. Victor Rafael Garcia Lara. Sharnice Jones. Oops, I'm so sorry, I skipped a page. Laura Elaine Garrett. Cum laude, honors in dance and honors in Spanish. Okay, Brianna Nicole Gajo. Lucas Glazer. Edward Joseph Good. Locke Wallace Gooditis. Allie Gorson Merrow. Connor George Graham. Joshua Matthew Greenberg. Shoshana Greenberg, summa cum laude, honors in music and honors in theater. Jada McKell Griffin. Rebecca Jo Hallemeyer. Juliana Rachel Harkavy. Dalen Edward Harris. Michaela Arlene Hasbrook, magna cum laude. May Sloan Hathaway, cum laude, honors in art. Alexandra Hayek. David Jamal Haynes. Ilana Jennifer Heller, magna cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Catlin Elise Hennigan, honors in biological science and honors in philosophy. Michael Herman. Allison Page Hill. Edith Nidell Hollander, magna cum laude, honors in philosophy. Yushan Hu, magna cum laude, honors in economics. Michaela Elizabeth Gale Jacques, cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Tajne Kiari Jeffries. Jonathan Riker Jefferson. William Thomas Jenkins, summa cum laude, honors in philosophy. Dana Vieja Jensen, summa cum laude, honors in dance. Matthew Stephen Johns. Danielle Nicole Johnson. Kishay Armani Johnson. Adam David Jones, cum laude. Sonny Jones. Sharnice Jones. Sarah Ashley Jordan. Litza Juarez Martinez. Brandon Julo. Mafere Joy Kabe. Kundan Janaki Kamalakar. Fode Bai Kamara. Nathaniel Harry Kanyut, cum laude. Zach Kassay, magna cum laude, honors in philosophy. Susan Laura Katz. Natalie Rose Kent. Lucy Pierce Kaiser. Thayan Christopher Kyle, magna cum laude. Oksu Kim, magna cum laude. Adam Kingsley Amois. Kyoko Kinoshita, cum laude. Una Church Kligman, summa cum laude. Trevor Knoop. Andrew Cole Kobe. Claire Cressy, magna cum laude, honors in dance. Courtney Rita Quailoff. Kara Nicole Lamb. Serena Rosangela Lamacchia, magna cum laude. Daniel Kevin Lorillard, magna cum laude, honors in French transnational studies. Ridwan Kahinde Lawal. Gracie Lefevre, magna cum laude, honors in French. Danielle Nicole Leitzman, magna cum laude, honors in art and honors in philosophy. Hannah Lee Lerner, summa cum laude, honors in psychology. Megan Elizabeth Lindsay. Alicia Maya Leon. Brianna Leivelsberger, magna cum laude, honors in professional and creative writing. Emma Loftus, magna cum laude. Alyssa Catherine Long, honors in biological sciences. Zaria Ayon Lowe. Rachel Melissa Luce, cum laude. Mabel Luhan, magna cum laude, honors in dance. Are you Anaya? Okay, sorry. Anaya Florine Lynch. J.C. McConvery. Bethany Lufaseven Mazka, summa cum laude, honors in business management. Charisse Logan Madrid, cum laude. Michelle Yvonne Mahoney, cum laude. DeWitt Mamo. Thomas Collar Mangan. Wyatt Maneri, honors in sociology and anthropology. Lee Sophia Manzo. Isabella Marini, cum laude. Madeline Jan Martin. Caitlin Ann Marzurka, magna cum laude, honors in business management. Princess Precious Mazakoy. Tess Elizabeth Mathewson, summa cum laude. Shavana Myers Dixon, cum laude. Amadou Mbai. Kara Rose McCaffrey, cum laude. Sarah McCarthy. Dylan McCune, honors in English. Josephine McKinley, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. Miranda Lee McLaren, honors in Spanish. Elaine Millis, cum laude. Elizabeth Helen Miller. Emma Britton Minor. Katerina Lee Molchen, summa cum laude. Wang Yi Mui. Dwayne Morton. Madeline D. Moss. Mandil Mpofu. Summa cum laude, honors in French and honors in communication. Zula Musio. Franklin Mullignix. Nyala Nicole Morel, magna cum laude. Riley Seven Musgrave, magna cum laude, honors in philosophy. Lucas Muya, cum laude, honors in biochemistry. Basha Hofheimer Nachman, summa cum laude, honors in women, gender, and sexuality studies. Joel Maxime Nadler, cum laude, honors in communication. August Schuyler Napolitano. Nora Cobb Neely, magna cum laude, honors in art. Evody Nagoy. Chabot Nugo. Zainabu Enjai, magna cum laude. Megan Oakes. Hannah Ray Okovikas, magna cum laude, honors in business management and honors in economics. Bongo Dede Oma, cum laude. Jocelyn Aurora Ortega, cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Hameda Iman Odrango. Ayana Outen, cum laude. Eliza Catherine Owen Smith, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. Amanda Shane Heimov Paris. Stefan Christopher Parrott, honors in music. Quentin Patrick. Nicholas S. Patterson. Alexis Pollock, magna cum laude. Imani Payne. Anna Pierce. Rachel Elizabeth Peters, cum laude, honors in history. Emmanuel Lucia Peterson. Antonia Marcel Pettit. Macy? Macy Marie Michelle Pyle. Hannah Loretta Plotka. Clara Prensky. Brittany Elizabeth Ransom. Brett Rapkin Citronbaum, magna cum laude, honors in international relations. Madison Rose Caseta Rosolmi. Thalia Richter, summa cum laude, honors in English. Kalani Naquiba Rivera, honors in Spanish. Shelby Emma Robbins. Olivia Louise Robertson, magna cum laude, honors in art history. Antonio Giovanni Rodriguez, cum laude. Alexandra Rosen. Hallie Rubin, magna cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Kaya Russell, cum laude. Dylan Morse Samuel. Seidel Sanchez Hernandez. Ana Santiago Cortez. Michael Alexander Savage. Lilith Annalise Saylor, magna cum laude, honors in economics. Chaz Komal Scott, cum laude, honors in visual and material culture. Emily Reed Seeley. Amuna Leora Sermon, cum laude. Nayiri Shanazarian, magna cum laude, honors in economics. Catherine Scribner, sure, magna cum laude, honors in English. Christina Shevlin. Alexander Michael Shields. Carly Noel Shirk, cum laude. Maddie Shore, cum laude. Emily Schewel. Jeremy John Atticus Silver. Jenna Silversmith, magna cum laude. Jensen Simmons, summa cum laude. Catherine Megan Simpson, cum laude, honors in Russian. Ryoko Asami Sao Young Skelton, magna cum laude, honors in dance. Lindsay Sletton. Courtney Sloan, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. Carly Nicole Sloanen, summa cum laude, honors in economics. Faith Snipes. Dhananjaya Solon. Amanda Squillant, magna cum laude, honors in art history. Cameron James Stewart. Eleanor Strewing, magna cum laude, honors in psychology. Brooke Struton, magna cum laude, honors in sociology and anthropology. Amelia Stewart. Shannon Riley Stull. Zing Ta Sung. Molly Sutter, magna cum laude. Danny Sweet, cum laude. Tabara Sai. Clara Colton Sims, summa cum laude, honors in philosophy. Elijah Joseph Toriak, honors in art. Yanisha Taylor. Michael Haruki Togo. Isabella Torres, summa cum laude, honors in art. Suleiman J. Trore. Anna Rose Trulio, cum laude. Esther Tolchinsky, honors in English. Greer Turner. Gabrielle Umstead, magna cum laude. Christine Vanna Ung, magna cum laude, honors in physics. Naomi Lynn Venn, cum laude, honors in English. Susanna Eve Venn, cum laude. Carlos Isaiah Villasana. Sophia Alessandra Walker, cum laude. Elliot Wiley. Brianna Carissa Williams. Lyric Charles Williams Russell. Sarah Ann Wilson, magna cum laude, honors in communication. Sophia Elizabeth Holden Wiltsey, cum laude. Megan Winner, cum laude, honors in dance and honors in Russian. Michelle Walensky. Matt Alistair Woodson, magna cum laude. Owen Daniel Woodward. Anna Catherine Francis Wright. Charles T. Yee. Catherine Elizabeth Yost, cum laude, honors in history. Robin Yoon, magna cum laude. Eleanor Zellick, cum laude. Ward William Zellhofer, magna cum laude, honors in music. Yuan Zhang, cum laude, honors in music. Lita Juarez Martinez.
The awarding of the graduate degrees will begin. Please welcome Dr. Scott Sibley, Interim Associate Provost and Executive Director of the Welsh Center for Graduate and Professional Studies.
Mr. President, I have the honor to inform you that these candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for graduation, and in accordance with the recommendation of the faculty, they are presented for the following master degrees: Master of Arts in Arts Administration, Master of Arts in Cultural Sustainability, Master of Arts in Digital Arts, Master of Arts in Environmental Studies, Master of Arts in Historic Preservation, Master of Arts in Management, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts in Art and Technology, Master of Fine Arts in Creative Nonfiction, Master of Fine Arts in Nonfiction, Master of Science in Higher Education Policy, Research, and Administration.
By the authority of the state of Maryland, vested in the trustees of Goucher College, and by them delegated to me, I confer on you all individually and collectively, as the graduate class of 2020, these respective degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto.
Candidates will receive their diplomas in alphabetical order, but are listed in the program by their degree. Will the recipients for the Welch Center for Graduate and Professional Studies degrees come forward to receive their diplomas? Adnea Alves Lee. Catherine Arias. Brandon Matthew Arvison. Martin J. Ashdale. Stephanie Atkins. Bathsheba N. Atlas. Sarah June Avery. Allison Claire Ballantyne. Andrew J. Barrett. Jennifer D. Barton. Emma Kathleen Botman. Michael Ryan Ballou. Kristen Nicole Berg. Kwasi Ofori Burko. Mark Bladel. Megan Ann Ballhorst. Amy Bowden. Larita F. Boyd. Paula Brackett. Andrew Brown. Ashley Nicole Burton. Emily C. Canatella. Kelly Cavey. Anthony Craig Clemens. Alex Vincent Collis. Sarah Elizabeth Collis. Andres Felipe Cordoba Arroyo. Alasia R. Corley. Eliza Cornejo. China Simone Crawford. Stephanie Roseanne Culver. Marvin C. Davis. Nicholas Prescott Dawson. Mark DiPasquale. Don Eugene Dooley. Zachary T. Douglas. Erica Lynn Drake. Uri Durachka. Michaela Page Durante. Lee Reynolds Eckert. Brianka Ariel Enck. Ashley Morgan Esbrandt. Eric Michael Esbrandt. Jessica L. Evans. Shoshana Fader. Eliza Feinstein. Shannon Fitzgerald. Brunia B. Francois. Hannah Frank. Christina Fuller. Sarah First. Conchetta Gallardo. Carrie Gardner. Malik Glee. Lauren Beth Glover. Elizabeth Goodman. Elsa Grace Harstad. Alexandra Viktorovna Hardin. Lisa Hart. Jamie Hartley. Maria Antoinette Hawkins. Megan Marie Heath. Nicole E. Higdon. Lydia Gwen Howard. Nicholas Huber. Bethany Husfelt. Noah Hutton. Babatunde Ibigbami. Peter Igo. Zari Israel. Megan Jacarias. Matt Janansky. Samuel Johnson. Candace Mariah Jones. Channy Jones. Erica Lewandowski Jones. Morgan A. Carr. Lauren Klein. Carrie E. Knepp. Lydie David Kwasi. Lauren Crouch. Naomi Lang. Despina Chatsaku Lorenzos. Rachel Lynn Lavoy. Nancy Lapira. Whitney Kaylorn Liverpool Cummins. Heidi Lee Lucero. Mary Patricia Luoto. Joseph Lustgarten. Christina Lyles. Catherine Lyon Viden. Allegra McWilliams. Margaret Alexandra Madgar. Paul Malinauskas. Danielle Marie Mallow. Yolanda Maria Monora. Michael Martiello. Gary May. Josephine Marianne McCulley. Rihanna B. McCoy. Lauren McCune. Joseph F. McCusker. Jenna McRae. Danielle N. Mooney. Marcia Lynn Moore. Jamie Melissa Morris. Rebecca Ann Morris. Andrew James Pasakis. Nono Mukari Muyo. Elena Murariu. Peggy Sue Naugel. Kelly Ann Neal. Donna Marie Ann Norris. Carrie Olson. Cecilia Ottenweller. Rachel Owens. Andre Louis Pellegrin. Amy Pryor. Mary Rayleigh. Francis Ramos Fontan. Catherine Elizabeth Reed. Nicole Ridenauer. Adam James Rogers. Claudia Rosati Beristain. Aaron A. Rausch. Andrea Hope Ruggieri. Alyssa M. Sansalone. Samantha Savage. Michael Brandon Schmillen. Alexa Shuto. Kathleen M. C. Karen Helen Simpson. Audrey Smiley. Ashley Nicole Sowers. Miranda R. Specht. Laura Stahl. Stephanie L. Stanley. Christina Elizabeth Stetler Rodriguez. Courtney Lynn Stoll. Tara Lynn Sweeney. Kyle Swisher. Renee Taylor. Lavetta Yvonne Thompson. William A. Tydekin. Beth Elise Tone. Christopher David Serkis. Stephanie Francesca Vizzi. Caitlin Vakroth. Caitlin Walker. Faith Walter. Paul Weber. Haley Western. Grace Wiesner. Carissa Yolanda Williams. Latasha D. Williams. Mikhail St. Von O'Shane Williamson. Tet Tet A. Win. Nancy Lee Winter. Amy J. Wodarczyk. Kelsey Marie Walgamuth. Jody Nicole Woodell. Harry Wujek Jr. Kayla Yost. Robin Yun. Sean Lynn Zapf. Sarah Zappo. Congratulations.
So please join me in congratulating the entire Goucher class of 2020, both undergraduates and graduates. Wonderful. And so now I would like to introduce Jay Gilman, class of 2009, the president of the Alumni and Alumnae of Goucher College, your alumni association.
Thank you. As the president of the Alumnae and Alumni of Goucher College, fondly known as the AAGC, it is my true honor to induct the class of 2020 undergraduate and graduate students, those of you with us today in person and joining us from around the world, into our association. Like all of you, today is my first day back on campus in a long, long time, and I was overwhelmed by the beauty of this place and reminded of the first time that I walked onto this campus many years ago. But this pandemic has demonstrated that Goucher is much more than a physical space, however beautiful it may be. From your perseverance, graduates, to the ways that our alums have rallied to support the college this year, we have demonstrated, and each of you has proven, that Goucher is a community. This year has also shown us that you, each of you in the class of 2020, are capable of the deepest of perseverance and grace in the face of adversity. As we climbed the staircase of Dorsey Center this morning, I thought about those steps as a metaphor for your journey as a student. For our undergraduates, your first move-in day, a step. Your first class session, a step. A meal shared with a new friend. Perhaps even, yes, a party or two or a few more along the way. Your successes, your mistakes, your moments of joy and of pain, and so many moments of learning that have brought each of you to the top of today's staircase. Today, after a year-long wait, you join formally the 46,000 alumnae and alumni who have come before you and walked across this stage. As president of our AAGC, I encourage you, stay connected to Goucher. Today is not the end of your Goucher journey. It is just the beginning of a life as a Goucher alum, equipped with the most valuable of gifts, curiosity. Under your seat is a gift from the AAGC to celebrate your accomplishments, honor your time at Goucher, and to remind you that you will always be connected to your alma mater. Lastly, I would be remiss without acknowledging that each of you has not arrived at this moment alone. You stand on the shoulders of professors and staff and parents and mentors and family. And on behalf of the alumni and alumni of Goucher College, I want to thank and acknowledge each of the elders and loved ones who have helped our graduates reach this day. So now, the moment you've been waiting a year and a very hot few hours for, I am so honored to ask those who are able in the class of 2000 and 2020 to please rise. On behalf of our AAGC, I would like to recognize your incredible achievement in graduating from Goucher College. Formally, you are now officially a member of the Alumni and Alumni of Goucher College, and you may now move your tassels to the left. Congratulations, class of 2000 and 2020.
So congratulations, class of 2020. I'd like you to join with the Goucher College Choir in singing the Goucher College song, We Are Goucher. You'll find the lyrics on the inside back cover of your program. So here's our choir. Graduates of the class of 2020, from all of us here at Goucher, an affectionate farewell. So we look forward to hearing of your accomplishments, both your personal and professional, as you make us all Goucher proud. And we look forward to seeing you on your next visit to campus. So let me bring back to the podium and invite Chaplain Cynthia Terry one more time to lead us in a closing benediction. And following the benediction, the audience is requested to remain seated until the podium party and the graduates have recessed. We'd invite all of you to visit with the respective centers in areas on campus that are indicated on the map until 3 p.m. today. So please join us afterwards and say hello once again to many people who have missed you for the past year and want to say hello once again. Cynthia Terry.
We have missed you. It is so good to be home with you. And those of you who are with us virtually, we still miss you so much. So find your folks afterwards, and I want to remind you to use those good skills that you learned here about asking consent before you hug anyone. We are still in a pandemic, and folks have different comfort levels with touch and distance. So ask, don't assume, and be true to yourselves about your own comfort level. I also want to invite you to stop by the chapel to write words of blessing, your final words for Goucher, onto these strips that we are weaving together for a community project of blessing that will stay in the chapel and carry us all forward. And so my final words of benediction for you all: you have been a blessing, you are a blessing. Go forth and continue to bless all those whose lives you touch. May it be so. Amen.
very much.